I'm going to do a mite check here on my bees. This is part of the Journeyman program, and so we're gonna see how these bees are doing. They do have an apivar in there that was put in last week, I believe it was, and I guess we'll see how well it's working. So I'll light the smoker first. Okay, so last November, I guess it was, these two boxes were reversed, so I'm guessing my brood is probably up near the top. We'll find out when we open the box. And we want to take the mite check from where the brood is located. Mites tend to hang out around brood, and so we're going to do our check from there. So I have the Easy Check mite container. I'm going to go ahead and put the alcohol in there. So I think the last time I checked, you said about 2 cups of alcohol. I guess I'll take that part off first. And actually get the alcohol out. That looks pretty good. All right, so we'll get that out of the way, and we'll get in here and see what we got going on. So I want to get about 300 bees, which would be about a half a cup. There's a line on this filter to let me know when I have enough bees. So that part should be fairly easy to regulate.
Camera.
Oh, my camera's down again. Here we go. Whoop. Get this thing bolted down so it's not going anywhere. And these bees are being fed some pollen right now. Pollen and whatever leftover honey cappings I had when I harvested honey this past time. So they're eating that pretty good. Nice, healthy looking hive. I'm going to set this where it's not going to tip to keep that right over the center bar. Okay. Out of the way. As you can see, these bees have actually already been treated. There's an apivar strip in there. So hopefully we'll find out that it's working pretty good. And I'm going to hold this up. You can see this is a brood frame. There's fresh brood in there, some that's capped, some that isn't. Want to make sure I'm not getting my queen out of here. That would be not a very good idea. So we're going to double check this really well before we shake out any of these bees. Don't want to mess up the princess. And I am not seeing her here, but I tend to double check on her to make sure. And I don't see her. So what we're going to do is shake these bees out onto this white mat, and then I will just dump them into the mite check box. So get them out first. I don't have to worry too much about the bees that fly away because they're being field bees. And we want where's the nurse bees? Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And I'm double checking, make sure that queen's not in there. I'm just going to dump these right into the filler. Okay. There's a line that tells me how much. Usually it takes about 2 frames of bees. So I'm going to check one more here. Make sure I got as many as I should. They don't seem to be too thrilled about me taking frames out of their house. Alright, this one does have brood on it as well. And some fresh larvae in there. Got some yellow pollen coming in. And I don't see my little princess, but we'll shake this out, make sure she's not on the paper first before we put these in. Okay. And she is not on here, so we're going to put these in there. And all right. So yeah, that's a cup. That's up to the fill line on the cup. Make sure I got it on tight so I don't throw alcohol all over my photographer over here. So I want to shake this about 2 minutes, pretty hard, because you want to unleash the bees from up under the exoskeleton if that's where they've decided to be. I'm actually not a good fan of killing bees, but when you think about the fact that you could lose the entire hive, this is actually the best check that I know of for doing mite counts. Mites can be extremely destructive on bees. Looking good so far. We'll see how it looks in a few more minutes here. Second. Okay, so what we want to do is look on the bottom and see if we see any mites congregating. They're going to fall through the filter there onto the bottom. Right now, I'm not seeing any. This is a good thing so far. So far, so good, right?
It's so interesting about our phone.
Do what?
You're over here buzzing it.
They know my phone. All right, so that's about a minute's check, and I don't see a single mite. I'm going to show that to the camera to see if you see any. And we have several cameras going on here. So if one goes bad, we've always got the other one. And we'll do this one as well. Double check. And I do not see a single mite there. So this hive looks tremendously good. So that is how to do a mite check, and it's good. This is not the time of year when the mites are generally the worst. I would say July would be the time of year where your mite count is probably, if anything, is going to be the highest then. So these bees are looking really, really good, ready for spring and coming out the wazoo. So yeah, there's plenty of them in the bottom too. So mite check. And these are fairly gentle bees as well. You can see our little lady's doing pretty good there. And on that side as well. So there's some young larvae right here that they're still feeding. And this pollen pad over here, I'll be putting some more in another week or two just to make sure they have as much as they need. But that's our mite check.